President Cyril Ramaphosa says he is still considering a suitable replacement for former South African ambassador to the United States, Ebrahim Rasool. He says a quote-unquote top-class candidate is needed for the position. Rasool returning to the country on Sunday after being expelled for making remarks critical of US President Donald Trump and his administration. Well, he met with the International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola yesterday. The minister is soon expected to send Ramaphosa a formal report on the matter. All right, let's get more on what was said today. Ziyanda Ngcobo joining us in studio tonight to talk to us about the president's statements on the sidelines of an event that he had attended, but there are burning issues in the country, particularly regarding this matter of Ebrahim Rasool. What did he say about this top-class candidate? Is there someone waiting in the wings?
40 seconds is all we got out of the president today at that doorstop. And it's indicative of what we spoke about yesterday, that they're really trying to, tone down and really not give this issue much oxygen, given just how much attention is still on South Africa. There's consistently a response to whatever happens, both domestically in South Africa or even on the global stage. If you just look at what Secretary of State Marco Rubio had to say about an event that was hosted by the EFF, which isn't even in the Government of National Unity. So it tells you that each and every little thing that is done, statements that are made, are being closely monitored. And the president, in his usual diplomatic fashion, said that he's looking for a top-class candidate. Didn't say who, didn't say what top class looks like, but he's still mulling over the matter. Let's hear what he said.
With regard to the United States, our ambassador has come back home, and obviously it behoves on us as a government to mull over replacing our ambassador. The United States is the second largest trading partner to South Africa, so therefore we need to have top-class representation in the US, and that is something that we are still working on.
The president there, and his attention swayed to the Eastern DRC conflict, and that has a particular resonance for South Africans because we lost a number of soldiers there. What did he say regarding that situation?
Well, he still maintains that our troops are coming home. No timelines as yet, but it will be a phased approach. Last night in particular, there was a joint summit between the SADC and the East African community to discuss then this issue of interventions. And the co-chair on behalf of SADC was talking about how he feels that they're not moving at a fast enough pace to actually implement the interventions that they themselves would have committed to. And yesterday was the last summit, so some strong words there coming from Emmerson Mnangagwa.
Well, as you well know, we worked right into the night as the SADC joint SADC East African community, and very important decisions were taken, and that is to consolidate a ceasefire, to install a permanent ceasefire, and to get foreign forces to leave, so that the DRC can get to a point where there is peace and the lives of the people of the DRC can go on and be improved. And we also appointed facilitators who are now going to be hands-on in ensuring that the various parties, the various stakeholders meet and they negotiate and they talk amongst themselves and find a peace. So for us as South Africa, it was a very encouraging moment. We can now say that there is a light at the end of this tunnel.
There is therefore need for us to accelerate the implementation of our joint interventions to arrest these worrisome developments. We continue to call for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire, cessation of hostilities.
So you can hear there from both, you know, President Mnangagwa and Ramaphosa, slightly different in their messaging. I think President Ramaphosa talking about light at the end of the tunnel, whereas Mnangagwa really saying we need to move at a faster pace and commit to the decisions that we make, which is something, as we know, on the continent has consistently been a criticism of African leaders. Talk, 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 no implementation. Perhaps then that meeting in Qatar will yield more results between Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi.
Well, it will be an embarrassing moment, as one analyst put it last week, if this matter is ultimately mediated away from the continent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ziyanda Ngcobo, giving us a sneak peek into some of what the president had to say.